As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Memphis Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
To the air, it's high. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Memphis wants to move quickly.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lamb. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
This quarterback part of their running game. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So Syracuse's offense will go to work for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dances away from the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense, they knew exactly the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air. It's high. It's complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I think a big part... necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And that's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to get to it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's McMillan. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that one.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we could debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
He makes the catch. Down Syracuse. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Scanning the field, it's high. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Kane. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First down to start the drive after the bridge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Memphis picking up the tempo. They'll try the counter. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go. Going up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Might be looking to run. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. looking for a man. It's high. He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. To the ground with the back. At the 45, on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run. And a big INT.
By Syracuse.
For this possession.
Situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Got his man downfield. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there. And that.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it first and 10 inside the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at these guys.
Line getting set on second down. Running behind that left side. He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds him out of the backfield.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Wilkins. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Memphis wants to move quickly. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to take a shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And the ball's free in the backfield. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Power football with the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Wilkins. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
These guys aren't human eagle. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. His coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Looking for a man. It's high. They're trying to get to him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Memphis! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Jones. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse.
Memphis about to put it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
The Orange will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Here we go. Wants to throw. It's high. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got room at the 35. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Direct snap. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Absolutely perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And the Tigers in the hurry up. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Coming after him. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Fires to the big fella. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Trying to get back in this game with that last score. It's a 13-point game as they're set to kick off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. On the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last...
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Trying to pound it in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The kickoff team out there getting set. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Looking for a big play. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got it set up on the outside. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Got a man. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line making holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Using the quick game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Now on first down for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Sweet feet on the move. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Looking to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Memphis.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Syracuse, 24.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On second down, looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. From the gun, give on the inside. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Quarterback will audible. On second down, they'll take to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Syracuse. The defense with the scoop and score.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. That is a defensive player's dream. The ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Here we go.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Win, 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 win.